Hi, Phil Aston here from Now Spinning Magazine with another music and mental health episode. And this one, even though the weather's not great, I've managed to come down to the local beach. I had a question recently about, Phil, could you do something about almost feeling overwhelmed by the amount of new music that you can sometimes find yourself having in your to play pile? And I think this is a real thing, this fear of missing out. And obviously I'm aware that what I do here on Now Spinning Magazine is show you lots of things, lots of new shiny things that you may think, gosh, I'll have to have that. That's something that I really want to have in my collection. And I understand that because that's what I do, and that's what the Facebook group is all about. But I've also had some people leave the Facebook group because they've financially something's changed in their life, and they see all people buying all these box sets and they just can't cope with it, so they've left, and then they've come back later when they've thought about it. It's important that you build a relationship with the music that you have, that the music that you have and has been part of your life, part of the soundtrack, literally the visual theatre for your ears and your senses, that you still connect to that. I've said myself that when there are times in my life that I feel that I need music to be like the Doctor and the Healer, I'll go to a Doobie Brothers album or Deep Purple album. And it's because there is so much history with that. But equally, there are some albums that I have to go back to lay down new memories. There's a Gary Moore album, which I'm sure you've seen on the channel, which reminds me of my dad being seriously ill in hospital, and he died. And I couldn't play that for decades. And I do play that now because I'm laying down new memories, because I love the album and I don't want it to be sat next to a connection of a memory that causes me a lot of hurt. But when you buy new music, you know, think about the artist, think about is this something you're really going to connect to? But most importantly, if you do, don't just put it on the floor in a pile, still with a cellophane wrapper on it. Open it, start to connect to it, start to read the booklets, look at the covers, start to play it. And it takes time to get to know new music, or even if it, especially nowadays when you can buy a box set that has a band's entire career all in one set. I see that now as an adventure, but it's very easy to be overwhelmed, if you know what I mean. So connect to the music, look at the music. I mean, if I'm going to say that music is a healer and a doctor, if you've got a headache, you take a paracetamol, and it gets rid of your headache. So that might be me putting on the first Montrose album, feeling a bit down. First Montrose album, I'm going to feel great. Go out for a walk in the sunshine or even in a cloudy sky, fine. If I'm more in a kind of downward spiral, like some medicine you take, you have to take it for a few days or a few weeks before you start to see any difference. It's the same with music, using music as the healer and the doctor. Dive into something, start to go back and remember music that you, for different things. I know I'm jumping around a bit here, but I was thinking about Barclay James Harvest Live, 1974 live album. It's something I really like, that I got into far later in life. But because there's a connection with that, music from when I was at school. I remember kids at school having the album with the gold Stratocaster on the front. And so there's a connection that goes through the ages. And I've heard tracks, Mockingbird, over the years. So it was like joining the dots. So that music with its glorious mellotron effects and stuff really connects to me, although it came into my life later on. New music sometimes does that straight away, but sometimes it takes a while. So pick and choose what you're going to play based on how you feel. I've said this before, put a compilation on, or it could be streaming, like a best of something that you like, and a track will resonate, and that could be your entry point to that band, that album, or that genre. you know, but see it as an adventure. It's having that, as I've said before, keeping that sense of wonder with music, really. The cynicism that we get when we get older, we have to kind of dilute that, and I dilute it by playing music. That's what helps me. So thank you for watching, thank you for being here. If you want to see the more of the music and mental health video series, they're in a playlist on the YouTube channel, and I look forward to talking to you very, very soon. Thank you.